Good evening, friends. Good evening, Rajkumar, and good evening, all coordinators of construction leaders. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir. If you are ready, then I will start this session, sir.
Sure, sure. It's 5:10, so we can start.
Thanks for your confirmation, sir. Good evening, all. Thanks for joining with us. I am Naveen Kumar Nagipogu, team member at the Construction Leaders. We are very happy and super excited that today we have Mr. Chetan Loni, sir, with us, a
Hello.
distinguished professional in construction management, and he did his postgraduate program in advanced construction management from NICMAR, Pune, and he is also having a diploma in housing law from ILS Law College, Pune, and also a bachelor's in engineering degree related to civil from WIT Solapur. When it comes to his professional experience, it's outstanding. He is currently serving as the director of Conbrand since November 2018. And in his previous experiences, he was also acted as senior manager planning at Mahindra System Private Limited and project manager at Alacrity Construction Private Limited. And he is not only a construction professional, also a trainer and a consultant. We are super happy and excited to be here in our session, sir. And the mic is yours, the floor is yours now. We may start the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, Rajkumar. I hope my voice is clear to all of you.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me, yeah, and let me share the screen also. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So let's start today's session. First of all, I'm very much thankful to Construction Leader platform. It's a very great platform to learning and emerging engineers, especially in construction sector, because as you all know, we are struggling to get the real-time knowledge of software as well as the field. So yeah, Microsoft project can help you to expedite the activities of planning. Okay, so planning itself need a planning. If somebody is doing the planning of say one high-rise building in one day and somebody is taking more than 1 month, so it's matter of experience. But at certain point, experience doesn't matter that much, because if you have the knowledge at right time, considering several factors, you'll apply the knowledge. You have to go into the depth. You have to understand what are the tricks and tracks, so that you can apply that software as well as the platform knowledge to your domain knowledge. So domain knowledge is also important. If I don't know concrete, then these kind of software doesn't help us. But yes, if I'm knowing the concrete also, if I'm knowing the activities, its planning, its scheduling, its linking, as well as its advanced, applications, then definitely it will take you to the, several heights of your career. Okay, so we can say it's a knowledge of, it's a tree of knowledge, the construction leader platform, and one branch you can see today uh, of MS project application. In that also we have made our focus only on resources part, because again, when it comes to the construction management or construction, just I'll share the PPT. Yeah, is it visible in PPT mode?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So when it comes to the Microsoft project, it's a very broad, uh, knowledge platform. It's a very broad tool wherein it is not only limited to use FS, SS, and SF for that matter. It is more than that. It is not related to the schedule, preparation of the schedule, preparation of small WBS, preparation of only copy and paste activities. It's more than that, because see, this is not uh, only used as a calculation software. You can use the Excel for that matter. But when it comes to the planning, the interpretation of your WBS, interpretation of your, construction scheduling into the software, this is, you can consider as a base or basic software. Okay, you can start your career of construction management or construction planning from the Microsoft project. As you know, there are several softwares available in the market. You can go for Oracle Primavera, you can go for Candy, you can go for several other customized as well as readily available softwares in the market. Okay, so this is basic software you can use for. So we'll start our domain subject today. Okay, so I hope my voice is clear. I'll close my video and then we'll start with through the PPT and through the uh, MSP. Is it okay? I hope my voice is clear.
Yes, it is clear, sir.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so as Mr. Naveen have already given my introduction, so let's go through the topic, core topic of today's discussion. So all of you know, all of you already aware of these kind of softwares. Okay, when you go to the design drafting, AutoCAD is the pioneer software. I'm not saying it is the only option, but you can use AutoCAD or any computer-aided drafting software to draft various design aspects. Okay, when it comes to, just 1 second. Can you allow me to annotate on the screen? Is it possible?
I think those options will be visible to you, sir. Above the screen,
Okay,
view option is there.
okay. No issue.
Yes.
Just let me check. Okay, no issue. Will I think it is not visible to me yet. Is the PPT is visible to all of you?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. For structural designing and drafting, you can use AutoCAD. Sorry, you can use StatPro, ETABS, and such kind of softwares. For calculation, as we all know, we don't have a very you can say good option rather than Excel. Okay, for planning, monitoring, tracking of time, resources, and cost. Let me repeat: time, resources, and cost, because a lot of time it has been observed that we are only using limited features of project or limited usage of applications of Primavera only for scheduling purpose. Okay, it's more than that. But yes, there is a ecosystem. There should be a ecosystem to do that. Okay, it's not a matter of 1 day or 2 day wherein I'm implementing whole the things. It it takes the time, but when it get implemented, you can use and you can interpret your decisions. You can interpret your values to your management in easy language. Okay, so yes, apart from, as I told you, apart from the, sorry, yeah, okay, apart from the project planning, yes, wherein we are doing the bar chart. Okay, what we are doing the bar chart, right? But when it comes to the bar chart, whether you are doing macro planning or you are doing micro planning, okay, where do you insert, assign, or where do you enter various resources? Okay, when it comes to the construction resources, okay, as you all know the thumb rule, or you can interpret like this: 65-35. We all know 65 percentage, whatever the construction cost is there, I'm talking about only construction cost, is allotted, 65% is allotted for material. Okay, rest 35%, you all know, is allotted for rest other costs like labors, okay, machineries, equipments, all such kind of resources. Okay, when it comes to the vendor management, yes, contractors are also our resources. When it comes to the labor or labor plus material contractors, they are our contractors, vendors. Okay, when it comes to the fund management, it is very important. We do uh, uh, use the often use the word called cash flow, cost, funding, cost planning, such kind of topics. So is there any option wherein we are getting the use or application of MS Project? Yes, we can get it. So all these factors, whatever I have told you, I'm writing on the screen. Is it visible to you also?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So I have listed these four parameters. These all are related to the planning. Okay. I'm doing planning of the time. Okay. I'm creating the schedule. I'm assigning, or rather, I'm creating the list of materials. Okay. I'm creating list of the vendors. I'm, by making the study of BOQ, I'm doing these all uh, cost factors. Okay. In to create the fund requirement plan. Okay. So these all is related to the planning. Okay. Now, when we all know, it's very simple to define the planning for that matter. Just 1 second. Is the whiteboard is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not able to annotate here. Just 1 second. I think you need to go into the security and allow me to annotate.
I made you as a co-host, sir, so that
Okay.
you could get every right.
Okay. Just 1 minute. No issue. That badge is not coming. Okay. Is the white screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's start with the basic from the basic. So all this uh, planning, when we get the all required sanction, legal things get done. So once you do that, you are requested to start your construction planning. That might start from your, you know, uh, pre-construction itself. I mean, your site preparation and everything. But here we are not going to discuss the micro or macro planning, because I'm assuming, or I just got to know that all our audiences are from construction background and they know construction sequencing part very well. So we are not going to discuss that part. But yes, some part which is related to our resources, cost planning, we have to consider the time required for the planning. Okay, lot of time this is missing. Time required for planning. Now, time required for planning of what? Obviously, of task, various tasks, its respective durations, which you calculate as a subject matter expert, because you know as a civil engineer how much slab cycle or floor cycle I'm going to consume in my upcoming activities. Okay. Related to the time duration, you have to deploy the resources, which is today's, you know, heading of the topic. Okay. And third, to get that resources on time also require the backward planning. Yes, backward planning. Now, when it comes to the backward planning, we should know the concept of lead time. We should know what is the cycle of the procurement, of selection and onboarding of vendors, okay, or contractors. Okay, I'll repeat once again. When it comes to the resources, when it comes to the agency appointment, we know the backward planning. We should know the backward planning. We should know the lead time of onboarding of vendors and contractors. Then recurring material. Okay, recurring material. I mean, just I will tell you the example of cement, concrete, like all these uh, recurring material, because you are repetitive. You are going to use it in repetitive mode. And second is important is long lead items. Okay, long lead items. Okay, I hope my voice is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir. And I have one concern. Do you
Yeah,
want to interact with the participants in between now itself or after the session, sir?
uh, I'm comfortable with both the option, provided the noise should not come, because a lot of
Yeah,
time
yeah,
if
yeah,
we
yeah. By
make it
keeping that in
unmute.
mind, actually, I
Yes,
muted all the participants.
yeah, but if somebody want to ask some question in between, you can use the raise hand option, so that
Yes.
our coordinator will make you unmute and you can ask the question if you have any
Mm,
question in between.
yes, dear participants, if you have any questions in between and if you want to convey something, then please raise your hand so that I can allow you to speak. Thank you. Let's continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this particular phase, which we call as a construction phase. Okay, so whatever I have written outside of this y and x axis, okay, is your thinking, you know, value engineering, various, in-depth studies related to your project. Whatever you need to do, you should do before this 0 point. Okay, I know we are not deciding the project's, precise future. Okay, we are not an astrologer for that matter. Please try to understand. We are a planner. We are civil engineers. We are construction professional. Yes, we will study the BOQ, right? We will study the drawings, of course. Drawings will come first. Okay, sorry, I have told BOQ first, but drawings will come first. Okay, second BOQ. Third, your construction technology, your method statements, your standard operating procedures, how you are going to execute several work packages. Okay, that all you need to do before you start the project. Just to give you an example, if you're having the construction of say around 2,50,000 square feet, a single building of 2,50,000 square feet. Okay, so it's your budgetary as well as your management decision, where I'm going to decide whether I'm going to put the batching plant, the concrete batching plant on site or not. Am I going to buy the concrete from the outside source, or am I going to, deploy the big, elephant? We can call it as elephant, because if you don't operate it in proper manner, it will definitely, you know, going to affect you in terms of cost. Okay. So that is why I should understand which kind of construction material, which kind of construction machineries should I deploy before I start my project. Okay. So just to tell you the scenario, in short, what we need to do here, what we need to understand here, we all know this is my project. We should know our triangle before this graph. Okay. We all know this is TCQ triangle, right? Time, cost, and quality triangle. Okay. And the important is scope. So we should know our scope in depth. We should know what we need to do. Okay, what we are going to do in our project duration phase. Okay, we should know our time and cost constraint. We should know our quality parameters also, because everything is interlinked. Okay, so related to all of these, okay, the main important part, the main important part of the resource is related to these two factors. I'm not saying that time is not important, but specifically if you know the resource part, which we are going to discuss today, is related to the cost as well as, sorry, cost as well as time also. Okay, quality is important, definitely. Okay, quality also plays very important role, but in today's session I can't cover quality factor, because it's a very broad concept again. But yes, we are going to discuss about these two factors today. Quality factors somewhat we'll discuss. Okay. Yes, I'll share the PPT again. Is it visible? I've shared the PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yes, before you go into the MSP, let me clear you. If you want to uh, assign the resources, sorry, if you want to create the resources and apart from your assignment of the resources, if you want to assign the resources to respective activities, you should have the WBS clarity. I mean, see, I'll give you one example. Is the whiteboard is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, being MS project user, being any software user, let me clear you. If you want to assign the resources to your activity, you are having two options. First, I'm writing like this. First lab RCC works. Okay. Second, I am doing like this. This is also first lab RCC work. Okay. Now, please understand this bar represents the individual task. Okay. And this represents summary task. Okay. In this, I have done the micro level scheduling. Okay. Right from starters, right from column reinforcement, shuttering, casting work, right from beam reinforcement, starter casting work, slab conduiting works, slab casting work, etc. etc. Okay. Are you getting my point? So if I'm having this scheduling with me, okay, if I'm having the scheduling with me, it is quite easy to allot the resources, respective resources to respective subtasks. Okay. Okay. First of all, decide that am I going to get the time to create these kind of resources till that level? Okay. Am I having that time? Second, if it doesn't matter whether you have the subtask level or not, or micro level or not, you can allot to direct to this also. But there is a difference. Okay, whatever reports you are going to get at the end of your scheduling and resource planning part will depend how much micro level you have done, how much micro level you have done in the MSP. Okay. So without wasting the time, let's get into software part. Okay. So that's why understand the WBS. What is meant by WBS? It's work breakdown structure. So see here, it's short WBS. You can check here. Just 1 second. Is the this PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
I hope you are not getting any lag.
No, I am not. We are not at all getting any
Okay,
lag, sir.
okay, okay. Thank you. So this is a short WBS wherein you are not observing any various stages of the WBS. Okay, it's just project deliverables, work package, and activities. But yes, what you are writing at the title, if I write only building or only tower at the top, and if I write township at the top, what is the difference? See, building at top in MSP, if I'm writing building, it's a project related to one individual building. Okay. But if I write township, it's a project including multiple sub projects. Okay. Are you getting my point? Because in township, you are building, you'll get various residential buildings. Okay. Various non-tower area wherein you are doing the development works, children play area is there, roads are there, STP is there, lot of things are there, transformer is there, DG set is there. So there are a lot of things included in township. So if you are interested to do the township planning on one single page, one single project, okay, it will create a lot of multiple subtasks. So second requirement from the user, I'm interested to do the planning also as well as resource planning also. Then what we need to do, that we will discuss in next part. Okay. So these three parts in today's webinar, what we are going to understand in terms of resources and MSP, the relationship between the resources. Okay, not only resources, since we are from construction fraternity, construction resources relationship with MS project. What does it mean? That we are going to learn. Second, how do we create our own database? Okay, this is very important. Own database, because MSP doesn't, or rather any software doesn't know what is meant by, sorry, what is meant by cement. Okay, you have to define it to the software. Okay, so how do we define, what options do we have, all such kind of discussion we need to do. Okay, and how to assign the resources for that matter, because if I assign, say by mistake, if I assign paint material to the RCC work, okay, it is not correct way of doing it. By mistake, if also if I assign it, then it will show me a wrong reports. Okay, yes. So check here before we go into the MSP. This is the a summarized, you can say, situation. Those who are working in the construction sector, they will agree with me. Okay, so let's understand role-based resource creation. Chetan sir, I am working with client firm. Sir, I am working as a contractor, or I am working for the contractor. Third, I am working for the consultant, like PMC. Okay, project management consultant. Okay, so especially when it comes to the MS project, especially it comes to the when it comes to the any software related to project management, you have to understand your role first. Okay, if you are providing, for example, I'm working as a client planning engineer or project manager or uh, senior planning manager, and I'm going to provide the free supply material, okay, to the contractor. So what will be my role in resource creation, resource sheet creation? Okay, if I'm working as a client and I'm providing the material to the contractor, so should I involve in material planning or not? Okay, I'm working as a, again, same example, if I'm working as a client engineer and the contractor is working based on labor plus material supply basis contractor. So do we require to create our resource planning? Is it required or not? Okay, that we need to think, because unnecessary, see, the contract which we have made with the uh, your contractor, whether it is package wise contractor or a general contractor for that matter, you have to understand, should I invest my time in creating the resource sheet, resource, various resources in my project? Okay, so that you need to decide. Yes, but when it comes to the contractor and when it comes to the L plus M contractor, labor plus material contractor, or when it comes to the JC or turnkey contractor, okay, all uh, responsibility related to the resources, whether it is time, whether it is labors, workers, or whether it is material or funding or cost, is solely your responsibility. I'm not saying clients or consultants are not responsible, but primary responsibility is related to us, because we are going to create the resource, we are going to assign it, okay, and we are going to track it, and we are going to report it. Okay, so all these things will come in contracting uh, company, because ultimately they are doing on ground progress and they are doing all kind of tracking on ground. Okay, what about consultant? Yes, it depends on their scope of work. If entire scope, right from planning, monitoring, tracking, reporting, is there in their scope, then they have to do it. Okay, so as you all know, this is nothing new to you. Okay, more than 2000 or 3000 resources we are dealing with regularly. Okay, we can't list down all the resources in one single day or one single month. Okay, these all are resources which we consider in our BOQ part. Okay, at the same time, we have to understand from the BOQ, are you going to assign all the resources to the MSP, or you are just taking the cost resource or cost and assigning to your MSP? Okay, yes. So यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे, सॉरी, यहाँ पे if you consider material resource as my priority one, okay, manpower resource and all other resources at priority two, how do I define these resources? Okay, should I go in MSP and write material? Should I write manpower? Should I write tower crane? All these resources, should I do it? Yes, but there is a standard way of doing it. You can't go and directly assign the resource without the type, defining the type of resource. I hope my voice is coming clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me repeat once again. Without knowing the type of resource, don't create any resource. Okay, I know cement is a material. You also know cement is a material. But when it comes to the excavator, for example, either you have hired it or you are having your own company's excavator. Yes, just 1 second. Yeah. So if you hire a excavator to excavate something, whether it is related to your uh, hourly basis charges, whether it is related to your item rate charges, how do I define that? Is there any way to define the resource in the MSP? Okay, that we need to do. Okay, so whatever I have written here, there are a number of resources I have written. Okay, now check here. I have written material. Just 1 second. Uh, I am writing on the screen. Is it visible on your screen also?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So I have written material. I have written manpower, cost related resource, that is money, which is important. Time is also our resource. Various vendors, contractors, suppliers. Okay, I can't write all the name in one single screen. So, but these are important. Equipment, machinery, tool tackles. Okay, and yes, working staff like you and me. Okay, so all these are resources which are important when it comes to the construction planning. It is not related to the time only. Okay, it is related to the construction planning, wherein you are going to assign various resources. But how many ways are there or how many types are there in particular MS project? Okay, so here I have written resources type in MSP. Okay, I mean resource category. Okay, there are only three ways: one, work; second, material; and third is cost. Okay, there is no fourth way wherein you are going to define any resource. Whatever resource you are, if you are having 2000 resources or 20,000 resources, but you have to define it in these three ways. So you have to decide first, okay, at on which level or on what type I'm going to categorize my resource. Okay, so how do we identify the, let's check here. I'll give you a small example. Just 1 second. Now it's okay. I think the whiteboard is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Um, just 1 second. Okay. Is the paint file is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me save this. Yeah. Now, see, let's take an example of excavation. Okay. What is this? This is a task. Okay. And what is this? This is resource. Okay. Now I have to plan my resource. Okay. The name of the resource is excavator. Okay. Now, if you go in Again, in second step, which kind of excavator it is. Is it going to do the excavation in soft soil? Is it going to do the excavation in hard rock? What it is. So by considering this kind of situation, you have to create multiple resources also. So excavator with bucket type, because we are having short time, so I'll just give you short examples. And excavator with breaker. Okay. Now I have written this in two part because they are having different type of doing the work. Okay. Bucket excavation is used for different type of work. Okay. And breaker is required for different type of work. Time required different. Okay. The hiring charges for both the resources is different. But what they are going to do, the excavator is going to do excavation. So excavation is a name of the task. Okay. So if I have written two resources for that matter, to tell me, you can reply in the yes or no also in chat box. Should I write in my WBS, if I write excavation work, is it okay if I write this is my summary task? And okay, so this is say number one. So under number one, if I write 1.1 excavation in soft strata. Okay, if you want, if you have the time, you can use the depth also 0 to 1.5 meter and all. Okay, 1.2 excavation in hard strata. Okay, so if this kind of WBS is available in my MSP, this will be useful for me, or this will be this will be helpful to all of us, to you also and your management team also, to get the clarity. Okay, how it works, because I have not started the MSP part directly. You should know how it works. Okay, now tell me, what should I assign to this excavation in soft strata? I should assign the excavation with bucket operation. For hard strata, I should apply, or I should assign the breaker. Okay. Now, as I told you in my PPT, there are only three parts. Okay, let's get uh, more clarity in that. Okay, so check here. There are three parts. I'll write the title here. Resource type. Okay, in MSP. So there are three types. One, work. Second, material. And third, type. Now, sorry, third type is cost. Okay, there are three type of resource, or you can see there are three categories of resource. So how do we understand this? I'm not saying anyone to buy hard this, but you have to understand this. Okay, what is meant by work type resource? Okay, any resource. Okay, any resource which we count, in time. Okay, I'll make it simple, because if you go to the theory part, if you refer any book for that matter, there are a lot of paragraphs written on this topic, but I'll make it simple. Okay, what is material then? Can you give me the reply? What is UOM? What is UOM, or what is MOM? Yes, give the answer in chat box. Yes, it's very simple, because you have all studied the estimation or quantity survey part. It's unit of measurement or mode of measurement. Okay, so any resource in which you want to assign it with the UOM. Okay, like running meter is a UOM. Okay, running feet or square feet is a UOM. Cubic meter is UOM. Numbers is UOM. If you want to assign the cement in bags, so bag is also your UOM, right? Unit of measurement. Likewise, there are multiple list is there. Okay. So any resource, if you want to assign it in material category, or if you want to assign it in unit of measurement type, then you have to assign it in material category, material type. So work which consumes, any resource which consumes time, you have to categorize in work. Any resource which you want to assign it in material category, because you want to pay on the basis of unit of measurement, on the basis of per something. per metric ton, per kg, per cubic meter, per square feet and all, then go and assign it in material category. What about cost then? See, in cost also, you all know this word called lump sum. Okay. I hope you all know this word called lump sum. Okay. So I do not want to calculate the time, or I do not want to calculate the cost in terms of time. I mean, let's give you the example, 1000 rupees per hour into say 20 hours. I do not want to calculate this. Okay. But where I have written this in work category. So how does it calculate? See here. Okay. Work. So this will calculate because per hour, I have written per hour. It means this is related to the time. What about this? If I write say 350 rupees per cubic meter, okay? So cubic meter is the material type. So whatever volume you have excavated on the site, say it is 300 cubic meter, okay? So 350 rupees into 300 cubic meter, whatever cost will come, will come. But I do not want to calculate in this way. I don't have the time. I just want to create the cost of excavation resource. Okay, this is under resource category. Please try to understand. And I have negotiated with that excavation agency based on the lump sum cost. You do this work. Okay, I know this is not going to cost more than 1 lakh rupees. So I'm going to write direct that 1 lakh rupees, but not directly, using this my keyboard. I do not want to enter that 1 lakh rupees. I want to assign it. Please understand there is a difference between assign and entering. Okay, assigning is different, entering is different. Your assigning means you are giving the proper justification to your resource. Yes, I am assigning this 1 lakh rupees because this is going to, uh, you know, utilized for excavation work. Okay, if you are just entered, MSP or any software for that matter will not understand why this 1 lakh rupees is utilized. Okay, now come back to our example wherein we have uh, discussed. Just 1 second. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so come back to our example. Which activity we have discussed? Excavation, right? And what was our resource? We have actually discussed two micro level activities: excavation in soft strata and excavation in hard rock or hard strata. For that, we need two resources: excavator with bucket and excavator with you know uh, breaker operation. Okay. Okay. So I have decided to, or I have planned in my planning phase itself that I'm going to hire machinery or hire the excavator for my excavation activity based on time. Okay. So whatever days I have considered. Okay. Let's get a one more page I need to open here. Okay. So check here. This is our typical bar chart. X represent duration. Okay. Y represents what? Name of the task. This is the bar chart. I'm not going to explain you the how do we create the bar chart for that matter because we don't have the time. Okay. So I am going to excavate the soft strata, say within 4 days. Okay. Excavation of soft strata. Okay. After finish of this particular activity, I am going to start the hard strata excavation, hard strata, say within 6 days. Okay. How many days? 6 days. So this is start of that activity. Once this get finished, I'm going to start the excavation hard strata. Okay. So you can reply in my chat box, 1 working day equal to. Just quickly reply in chat box as per the standard. Okay. So MSP will consider this 8 days, 8 hours is correct. this 8 is, or this one working day is called as unit. Okay, this is called as unit. Okay, now how does it represent, that I'll tell you. Okay, now if you create a resource excavator resource, in bracket I'll write bucket. Okay, and one more I will create excavator. Okay, in bracket I'll write breaker. Okay, so this say rupees 1050 per hour. Okay, so tell me the total amount which you are going to give this particular excavation soft start activity. Yes, just how to calculate it. 1050 into 4 working days into 8 hours. Give me the amount. Correct. So I'm just asking you the question so to check your attendanceness, because this is important. Yeah. So 33,600. So now we'll come to our main part, and for this I will explain you in MSP. Okay, so this is the MS project file. I hope this is visible to all of you. Is it visible? This is basic MS project file.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now check here. This is whatever line I'm moving. Okay, left and right. This is divider bar, and these all are the default columns available in the Gantt chart. Okay. So, and one before I proceed, all of you please understand, whenever you use, or anyone of you, if you are using MS Project for the first time, always make sure that you are doing all your scheduling activities in auto schedule part. Okay, so how to make it, because we can say unfortunately this entire scheduling part by default it is in manual schedule. Okay, so at your left hand side bottom, read it what it is written. Manually scheduled, it means task dates are not automatically updated, and auto schedule means task dates are calculated by Microsoft Project. Okay, so always remember, whenever you open MS Project for the first time, click here. Okay, this will select entire project. Go down, left hand side down, and select this auto schedule mode. Okay, so yes, here I'll write now. I'll write construction leader project. Okay, so this is a uh, parking plus say 7th floor building. Okay, so how do I identify? This is the symbol. This blue color bar is the symbol of auto schedule. Under that, I will write excavation works. Under that, I'll write excavation work. Sorry, excavation work, soft strata, excavation work, hard strata. Okay, so how much? See, I need to go and make it indenting. Indent means to include the task, because all this task is the part of this project. So select this, make it indent, select this to activity, because this construction leader is the title of my project. Excavation is the first activity which we are going to perform on the site. But under that, there are two sub activities. Select that and make it indent. Okay. Okay. So this is my initial planning. Duration, whatever we have discussed here. How much is the duration for this? 6 days, 4 days and 6 days, right? 4 days and 6 days. And this excavation has started as per our planning. We are going to start it after this 3 number activity. Okay, so 4 is going to start after 3. So in predecessor means previous task. So 4 activities, previous start is previous activities 3. Okay, so here I'll write 3FS. Okay, understood? I hope everyone is getting the clarity. And is the screen is visible, MS Project screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now this is the basic thing we need because I have two uh, activities in front of me. Okay, and I have to uh, assign the respective resources to that particular subtask. So where do I get my resources? Is it readily available or should I create it? Nothing is readily available because that database you should create. Okay. Yes, once it is created, you can use it for multiple projects of your company or your organization. You can do it. Okay. So yes, where it is, if you go to the view tab, see this tab, uh, if you consider in the changing versions of last say 15 to 20 years, MS Project have done a lot of modification. Okay, so if you consider MS Project's 2007 version, there were 13 to 14 tabs were there, but here you will find only 7 tabs. Important tab: task, resource, okay, report, project, view, and format. This help and file I'm not considering because these are common tabs in every software. But yes, if you go to the resource, first tab you will get it resource sheet. Okay, and or if you go to the view, also you'll get it resource sheet here. Okay, so just 1 second. Okay, now is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now check here. Uh, yeah. So check here, view resource sheet. There are multiple options, and one more suggestion to all of you. If you are using MS Project for the first time, this left-hand side list is called as view bar. There are multiple lists, and there is small drop-down arrow here. If you click on this, there are multiple options. So you can access to your resource sheet. Okay, if you can access to your resource sheet in three parts or in three ways, not parts, sorry, three ways. One, go to resource and here you will get the resource sheet. Go to the view, here you will get the resource sheet. Or in this list also, if you go down, from here also you will get the access to the resource sheet. This is the resource sheet. Okay, so whatever you feel easy, you can get the access. So we'll open the resource sheet. Okay, so this is the resource sheet format. Okay, wherein I'm going to create the resource database. Okay, so all of you check here in this particular file. 1 second. I hope this paint file is visible to all of you.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it visible? Yeah, thank you. So, sorry. If this is your project, okay, this is your project, whatever we have written. See, this is my summary task. As we all know, after this 4 day, I'm going to start this hard rock excavation, which consumes 6 days. So this is going to consume 10 days. Okay, the overall excavation work, right? So this particular start and this particular finish, whatever resources I'm going to apply, this will fit in this two start and finish date. Okay. So number one question, should I apply the resource to this line? This is called a summary task. Okay. This is called a summary task. Yes, you can do it, but it is not suggested. Why? Because you are having the subtask. Okay. So if you are having the subtask, always assign your resources to your subtask. It is always suggested. Yes, it is going to consume a lot of your time, but if you are giving a lot of time, lot of effort to your plan, this will give you a lot of good, reports during your tracking and execution part. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to assign the resource to this particular excavation soft strata activity. Okay. For that, what should I need? I need the resource database. Okay, sorry, just 1 minute. Yeah, is the paint is visible? I hope you are not getting any lag.
Yes, sir. The paint is
Okay.
visible. There is no
Yes.
lag, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So yes, first my planning of task is ready. Okay, I'm having my WBS, or you can say schedule, or you can say planning is ready. What about resource? Where should I assign the resources to these activities? Okay, so I need to prepare a separate database, which we call as a resource database for some time. Where do I create my own resource database? Resource database. This is important because if you are working in a Chennai, if you are working in Hyderabad, there are a lot of material are there wherein you have to use some local language. Okay, you have to use some uh, uh, your regional language for that material. Okay, I'm specifically talking for material, for labors also, because if you go to the north, okay, they call it as a mistri, bigari. Okay, if you go to the south part, they will call it in some other language. So that part we need to consider. I'm not saying that every standardized process should be done in vernacular language, but yes, to get it in easy format, I'm requesting you. So own resource database. Here, excavator, okay, I need to define it in my own resource database, but where it is available in resource sheet. It is available in resource sheet. And where do you get the resource sheet? From resource tab, from resource tab, from view tab, or from view bar. Okay, so you can get the access from this three part. Okay, you can get it from this three part. So again, I'll repeat: view, resource sheet, or resource sheet, or from this list. Okay, so same we will get it. Okay, before we proceed it, number one, this all columns which you are observing here, the heading part, it is hidden. Something is hidden. Like I'll read it. See, this I stands for indicator column. Resource name, you should define your name of the resource. Okay, type, here it is written only material. Actually, something is hidden. It is not only material, it is material label. So what should I do? I'll just increase the depth of this column so that you will get the all headings of that particular columns clearly on your screen. Okay, so yes, let's start. So I'll write excavation with bucket operation. Okay, now as I told you, I'm having three options where it is three type of my resources. Excavator. Now I'm having three options: work, material, or cost. So this particular thing, from which document should I get this clarity? As we told some time before, BOQ. In BOQ, check on which parameter you have assigned this particular work. Okay, are you going to pay that contractor or that agency based on the time? Then use work. If you are going to pay that contractor based on actual work done in cubic meter, then which option you will select? Tell me: work, material, or cost. Again, I'll repeat: any resources which you want to assign in terms of time, choose work. Okay, check here. This is the work, and here in standard rate, you will by default observe per hour. Now this per hour, per day, per month, per week, all these will represent the time option, right? All these are representing the time. So if you want to assign it in the time part, use work. But I'm not interested to assign my resource in time, then choose work. Okay. So, sorry, then choose material. And then you can assign it into per cubic meter. How do we assign it? I'll tell you in next example. Okay. So work, material label. Material label means unit of measurement. Now you will not find unit of measurement or mode of measurement. Now just move the cursor here. In this software or in any software, if you not getting any clarity, just move the cursor, just hold on for some time and read what it is written. Okay, material label. The unit of measurement you enter for a material resource. For example, tons, boxes, or cubic meter. Are you able to read this on your screen also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yes, should I write something here? See, I'm trying to write it. It will not accept because you have mentioned this is in work category resource. If you change it to the material category, this will get active. Okay. Just check. If I click on material and if I am able to type here, yes, I am able to type. I am entering something. Okay. But for that matter, you have to convert it from work to material. And which is the default? Say, if I write something here, one more resource, automatically this is assigned into the work category resource. Work category resource. This is again a favorite interview question, which is the by default resource type in MSP. So work is the by default resource type in MSP. Okay. Yes. So I will make it in work itself. Okay. All I am doing this to check what was our cost. Yes, I have not written the amount here. 33,600 rupees. Correct? Yes, it is. Let me check. 33,600, right? Is it right? You can reply in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. So this is 33,600. Just I'll open the MSP. Okay. So this is work type. Initials group. If you want to create initial, like here, if I want to like write JCB, okay, because in India, you all know people are not referring to any machine, excavation machine as an excavator. They simply call it as a JCB, but JCB is a company. But if you want to write and if you are using the JCB, you can write it. Okay, initial is just to use abbreviations for the resource name. If you want to write any vehicle number for that matter, you can write it. Group, I'll write like hire machinery because I'm going to hire a lot of machinery. I'm using the short form of it, hire machinery. This is very important concept, maximum unit. What does it mean? Okay, and this is, let me clear now itself. Maximum unit is only and only referred to the work category resource, not for material, not for cost. What does it mean then? Okay, let's check here. What is maximum unit? Okay, I'll write here itself. What is maximum unit? Now, as I told you, one unit in terms of work type resource, work type resource. One unit equal to how much working day and equal to how many working hours? Standard, as per standard, I'm asking you. Yes, one unit equal to one working day, and one working day is 8 hours. Okay, you told sometime before. Okay, so maximum unit for the excavator, it is already considered as one unit. So how does it, how it look? Just give me 1 minute. How it look? See, we have considered 33. We have calculated 33,600 based on what? One unit per day. Okay, means what? How many hours? 8 hours per day. Okay, so you have calculated it right way. So how many hours total? In total, you tell me. 4 days into 8 hours, 32 hours per day into 1050 per hour. In this way, you have calculated this 33,600, which was right. Okay. So yes, I'm sure that daily I'm going to use one machine for 8 hours. That means maximum I'm going to consume only one. Means what? I'm not going to utilize 8 hours on that particular day one, 8 hours on that particular day two, like that way. Okay. So maximum unit, if you are writing or you are keeping it as a one, it means you are restricting your resource for one unit. That means for 8 hours. Are you getting my point? No, sir. I have done the soil strata exploration. I have done the study of that particular strata. It will not, complete within 4 days if I don't uh, utilize it for 12 hours per day. So tell me, it's a simple mathematics. If one unit, right, is 8 hours, and I want to utilize for 12 hours per day. So what will be the maximum unit in the decimal? You tell me. I want to use it for 12 hours. So it's 1.5. Okay. Now, what do you mean by 1.5? The same machinery you are going to use for 12 hours. Now you tell me, this is the particular plot which I'm going to excavate within 4 days, but it is not possible with one machine. So what I'm going to do, in 4 days, I want, if I want to do it, because we as a subject matter, we know that I'm going to I'm going to apply two machineries. Okay, two machineries. So if they are working 8 hours, one machinery for 8 hours, one machinery for 8 hours, but MS project, in terms of in terms of work type resources on a particular day, how much maximum unit you are going to appoint here, or how much maximum unit you will require? In this case, you are deploying two resources. Okay, now this is planning. Okay, not 0.5. You will require two resource, right? You will require, this is unit number one, this is unit number two. Okay, so you can write like this also. This is one unit and this is one unit. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, 2 unit equal to how many hours? 16 hours. Okay, see, this all resource which is in resource category will be calculated in hours only. Okay, in hours only. Are you getting my point? Later on, you can convert it into day, that we can do. But 2 units means 16 hours. Okay, whether you assign one resource, which you can make that resource to work for 16 hours, that also means 2 unit, or you are utilizing number one, number two machine for that particular one day, also means that you have assigned two maximum unit. Now tell me, this is your slab cycle, say around 10-day slab cycle. Okay, and here, say after column shuttering, column casting and all, you are doing beam and slab shuttering. So carpenter 40, fitters say 35. What does this 40 and 35 means? These are your maximum unit. Are you getting my point? Working on one particular day. Okay, please try to understand. This is not for entire slab cycle or not for entire activity duration. This is one particular working day. Okay, understood? So maximum unit means what? Deployment of the units. Okay, whether it is now, if you are applying 9 hours, 9 hour is your maximum unit. How do you write it in decimal? Tell me. 1.9 hour is my maximum unit. Tell me. Correct. It's 1.125. So you are converting this 1 hour into the day factor, which is 0.125. Okay. Are you getting my point? So basically, see, this is the calculation towards safer side. Okay. Because we have to, build some barrier to use any resource. Okay. Because if you allow to any of your staff or any of your workers to work on unlimited basis, so they will not see any, constraint related to your budget. Okay, that is why I have to restrict something. So this is the restriction. Okay, so yes, I have um, decided. Let's decide something. I will complete this activity of excavation in staff's soft strata within 4 days only if you allow me, or if you give me or allot me 1.5 factor for excavation in bucket. Okay, so let's give the rate also. So by default, it is shown in per hour. So my rate is 1050. If you are sure that your rate is in hour, don't write anything or don't type anything. Just click on enter. So it will accept. 1050 per hour. Okay, so this is the standard rate. Okay, overtime rate. Okay, post the 12 hours, if you want to either reduce or improve, then you can give that rate also. So see, there is a matter of understanding and there is a matter of experience also. If it is a regular vendor and you can negotiate him, if you are doing it in overtime, I will pay you 950 rupees. So this is OVT rate. OVT rate means overtime rate. Okay. Next is accrue at. What is meant by accrue at? It's a placing of your total cost. Okay. So what was our, uh, I'm asking you the question once again. What was our cost for this particular activity? Now please understand 1.5 is my allowance. It's a allowance which I have given to the site team. It doesn't mean that you are utilizing 1.5 on daily basis. That means uh, 12 hours day on daily basis. 12 hours is your limitation. Okay, you are allowed to utilize the machinery on daily basis or on that particular day till 12 hours. If you use more than that, then it will show you the over allocation. Okay, yes, 33,600 was our cost. Okay, now because we are having very limited time, so I'll explain in simple way. This is the 4-day activity. Okay, now if you check here the column called accruate, and by default it is written pro rata basis. It is written prorated. Means what? That 33,600, okay, will be divided into 4 days. Okay, so total cost divided by number of days for that activity. Okay, this is called as pro rata basis. Okay, but you have already decided before your project planning. Okay, before your execution, that I'm going to pay after your work end. Okay, this is actually in project management language it is called as finish, but in resource language this line is called as end. Okay, so this 3,600 I will pay you at end. Okay, or I will pay you is not a complete correct answer, but yes, I will place this 33,600 at this point. Okay, number two, number one pro rata, number two end, or there are a lot of situation wherein we need to place this 33,600 at start point. So being a user or being the responsible employee or owner of that project, you decide what you need to do. There are three options: start, prorated, and end. Okay, you can choose any one of this option. Okay, for initial instant, keep it as it is. You can keep this pro rata basis as it is. But if you want to go into the depth, you can create it. Is there any fourth part or fourth option available? Yes, you can do it that also, but that need again some time because I need to do it in customized way. There is another way of doing it. Okay. Okay. Base calendar. Here I have not created any calendar. There is only 3 calendars by default available in MSP: 24, night shift, and standard. Okay. So right now I'm pressing escape. Standard is applicable. Okay. So if you want to create your own working calendar, go to the project, change working calendar, change working time, and here you can create your own working calendar. I'll write CL calendar and I'll create it immediately. Go to the work weeks, go to the detail. I'm going to, for this particular project, I'm making it all working because as you know, in construction, we are not that much fortunate to get 5-day working. Okay. Yes. So this is, I have created one calendar and I'll click OK. So is it visible to all of you on your screen that Saturday, Sunday is off now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I'll just change the color also so that you will get the more clarity. Saturday, Sunday is off now. So I want to make it working as per my calendar. So go to the project information, make it your working and right click. Now CL calendar, that is construction leader calendar I have created, make it your own working calendar. So you'll find there is a difference in earlier planning and now in terms of dates. Okay, duration will not change because this is working duration. What is the difference between working duration and calendar duration? Working duration is the duration, okay, apart from your non-working days like holidays, festivals, whatever you have assigned. Apart from that, on which day you are working is called as a working duration. Okay, so I'll just save it. Just give me 1 minute. I'll save this because always save it in lower version. Okay, so make it in lower version. PL example 1. Okay, yeah. And if this message comes in front of you, to save it in lower format, 2007 format, click on no. Okay, yeah. I'll take 1 minute pause here for question and answer. If you have any question, please ask.
Dear participants, I am allowing you to speak. You can unmute yourself now and you can ask any doubts.
If you are having noise around you, you can ask the question through chat box also. Yes, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. I think you can go to
Yeah,
the.
hi.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, hi, sir. I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So my question is like, while we preparing a resource loaded schedule, so shouldn't we go with the productivity of the equipment in that, so that the duration is automatically calculated in that case?
For that, you have to do a lot of formula based working here. I request you to. That is very valid process that you have asked. You do it in Excel. See, all I need to understand from you that how you have decided this 4 and 6 days, right? So
Right, right.
based on, of course, productivity, turnaround time, what kind of
Hmm.
equipment or labors, workers you are using, you do it in Excel because
Okay.
see, MSP is having some limitation. It's not, uh, a calculation software like Excel. Yes, 4 days, how you have done that 4 day calculation, make it on your own, on
Hmm.
your Excel software. What
Okay.
productivity I have considered, what for example, for carpenters, fitters, there is a standard from IS code, IS 7272 is there, or whatever guidelines you
Right.
have used, that you can do it.
Yes, sir.
All I need to do the checking of this duration uh, on the base, the base which we have considered, that need to be done. But yes, in this particular uh, profile, this particular duration, in same field, if I want to change something like productivity factor, and if I am interested to check the changing in the duration, is difficult. I'm not saying impossible, but difficult.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Please repeat accrue at column. Okay, I'll repeat. Okay. Any more question?
Hello, sir. Will we get the
Yes.
record section?
Sorry.
Will we get this recording section?
Yes, you'll get the link after this session. I think
Yeah,
they will
yes,
post.
yes, I can answer that. Dear participants, actually, we have been conducting the monthly webinars, and whatever the webinars we are conducting, the recordings will be available in the Construction Leaders website, www.constructionleaders.in, and on our YouTube channel and LinkedIn pages and all. Anywhere you can search through the keyword Construction Leaders, you will get each and everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope your questions are answered. And anyone?
Yeah, hi sir.
Hello.
Hi sir, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yes.
Sir, one small doubt. Actually, suppose we have assigned the resources to one activity with the rates now. And after that, we are seeing that the rate has been revised due to some reasons. And that time, if again some work has been already executed, then how I can reassign that resource, or do I need to create a new resource for that? How we will activate that, sir?
See, in your short question, you have explained two situations. Okay.
Yeah.
See, if you go to the resource sheet, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. View resource sheet. So we have created this resource, right? Now,
yes, sir.
Just simple question: when we have created, in planning phase or in execution phase? When we have created, we have
Planning
created
phase,
it
sir.
in planning phase. Okay.
Yeah.
Now in planning phase, what we can do, just double click on it. Okay. Go to the cost. It's a resource information tab. So initially I have considered that my rate will be 1050 because it's a 4-day activity. So nothing
Yes,
big
sir.
activity. Yes, but
Yeah.
in your case, you are asking about the main construction phase wherein RCC and finishing activities are involved. Okay. What should I do in that particular case? So this is effective to entire project if you do not change anything. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is forecasting or prediction of the change in the cost, because
Yeah.
being construction professional, we should know what trend we have observed in last so many years. Okay. So see, this is my 1050 is my base rate. Okay.
Correct, sir.
For if to effective of say around 3 months. Okay. So what I'll do, let's this March will go April, May, with effective from June 1, the rate might increase by 50 rupees. So it will become 1150. So this prediction I can do, or this not prediction, forecasting kind of thing you can do it. Now, what question you have asked, that the activity is already done.
Yeah.
Are you getting
partially? Yeah.
partially done or whatever is done? So that particular thing is called as tracking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the cost difference which you have observed due to change in the rate, okay, can be compared, or just 1 second. If you go to the task usage, okay, here I have not assigned the resource yet. Okay, see here. If you go to that is my next part only. But since you have asked the question, I'll go to the Gantt chart. See, I have go to the resource. Here you have assigned this particular activity. Okay, so you have assigned. I can add the column called cost. Let's check whether our cost is correct or not. It is correct.
Yes, sir.
Right. So later on, you have to set the baseline for that matter. Okay, go to the project and set the baseline. Now this cost is freezed. Now what you have freezed, not only the duration, not only the dates. You have freezed duration, dates, the quantity involved in this particular activity. Okay.
Yeah.
In particular, this case, what is involved? 1 unit into 4 days into 8 hours. It means 32 hours are involved.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 32 hours. That 32 hours is also freezed. Now, if you go to the view, if you go to the task usage, okay, this change is happened. This is the activity. The blank one is called as resource. And this is the distribution of the resource. Now, you have told only one parameter. I have changed the rate because I have experienced the change in the rate. Okay,
Yes,
not
sir.
only that factor, you can give actual work also. I have decided that I'm going to complete this work in 32 hours. But actually, whenever I have started the work, on first day I required 10 hours. On second day, my work is completed in 12 hours. On third day, I have required say around 8 hours, and last day I have required 12 hours. Okay. Likewise, if you compare the baseline, is it changed?
No, not changed.
No, because you have already restricted your schedule or restricted your work, that whatever is whatever will happen, I will not allow you to work more than 32 hours. Okay, because that was my budget. Okay.
Yeah.
So same thing if you do it for the cost also. I'll remove all this field. Okay. Same thing if you do it for the cost. Yeah, baseline cost. Show it. See that pro rata basis. Someone has also asked the question of accrued. It's a pro rata basis. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Baseline, it is divided into 4 equal days.
Four. Yes, sir.
Versus actual cost. If you put, see, the actual cost is increased. Okay. Right. So in this way, this will get calculated. You can add the columns here also. Okay. Your baseline cost was 33,600. Okay. This is what, sorry.
Actual cost.
Okay. This is what you have, it was expected from you to do, but due to something, some change of the rates, due to some change in working hours, this cost is increased. Okay. Yeah. In next some example, I'll explain this in more clarity.
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation. I have like 2 questions. Question number 1, that can I assign a resource on 2 tasks? For example, okay, we have excavation with the bucket, then excavation in the other one where the bucket and then the breaker. But for example, if I'm going to have a tipper, which is going to ferry the material, so can I assign one resource to those 2 tasks? Then
you can.
the other question.
Yes.
Then the other question is on the maximum units. Could you just brief more? Because I thought there would be like in the whole numbers, say like 100%, 200%. If you have, say, like one machine, it represent 100%. In terms of percentages. Maybe you could clarify more on that. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding. See, if you go to the file, see, this 1.5 is observed as a 1.5 because I have done some settings before. Okay. So whenever you open MS Project for the first time, if you go to the file options, okay, if you go to the schedule, you will find there is I am moving the cursor. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So by default, this is shown in percentage. By default, it is already there in percentage. So if you click on this percentage, this will show you 150%. Is it visible to you? Now this understanding, see, I'm having 40 carpenters working on my site. So carpenter-RCC I have written here. This is my work type resource. Okay. This is, say, worker category resource. And this is showing 100%. What does mean? Sorry, I forgot to tell you this. This is also important. See, this 1 working day, 8 hours means 1 unit. And 1 unit, it is shown in percentage. 1 unit equal to 100%. Okay. So if 40 carpenters, I want to write it in maximum unit. What is mean by 40 carpenters in percentage? How do you write it in percentage? It is 4,000%. Correct? Till this point, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's clear, sir.
Yeah. So this understanding, see, we are working in construction sector. If you take any another sector, they, especially in IT sector, they, consider or interpret the working resources like software engineer, coder, they consider it in percentage, but we don't understand, or we don't, give the clarity or easiness to interpret the, just 1 minute, interpret the work category resource in percentage. So you tell me 4,000% is easy or 40 is easy? 40 units. What is easy to understand? Both are same. Both are same. Yes. Other participants also can tell me this.
Okay, 40 units is easy to understand.
Just 1 second.
Whereas
Yeah,
4,000, someone else can put it in another way.
Correct. So that is why, to get this, instead of 4,000%, if I make it in decimal, so if I want to make it in decimal, go to the file, options, schedule, and make it this schedule. There is a scheduling option. Make it in decimal and click OK. Okay. So this will show you in the numbers. Okay. This is the answer to your second question. First question which you have asked, can I assign the multiple resources to one activity, or can I assign one resources to the multiple activity? This was your question.
Yes, sir.
So the answer is yes, you can, but make sure that the resources is relevant to that particular activity, right? I have written excavation here. That is why I have assigned excavator to particular activity. If you need that excavator activity to some other excavator resource to some other activity, okay, like ground cleaning or any other activity, trench excavation and all, yes, you can do it. Understood? Yes, everybody got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's get back to our point. I'll just go back and we'll start again. Yeah, from this point we have done. Okay. So next is hard startup. So coming back to our discussion, we have assigned. Is the white screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this assignment we have done. So if you want some more resource to be assigned, you have to create it first. Okay. Don't expect that we have not created any resources and then I'm not searching it, or I'm not getting it while I'm searching. It will not happen. You have to create it in your database first. Okay. Second, hard starter excavation. Now for this activity, I want to assign the resource based on actual work done on site, okay, with measurements. Okay, with measurements. So when it comes to the measurements, which category you will apply? See, just keep it in your mind in whenever you talk about the resource. WMC. What is the work? W stands for work. M stands for, you can unmute and discuss with me now hereafter. Yes, work stands
M
for,
stands for material.
yeah. C stands for
Material.
cost. So correct. So work, material, or cost. So in second situation, my in planning phase, my clarity is there. I'm pretty sure about my decision that I'm going to assign this activity on measurement basis, not on work basis or not on hourly basis. So in that case, what should I do? Go into the resource sheet again, view resource sheet. Okay, here I'll write excavation breaker. Okay. Now here I want to type cubic meter, but I'm not able to type it. What should I do? Convert it into material and write here cubic meter. And here I will suggest you decide it how you'll write, because in India, we all know we are writing cubic meter like this, cu.m. Okay. Someone will write like this, cum. Someone will write meter cube. So decide it first, because cubic meter is not only used for excavation. Cubic meter you can use for excavation, you can use for concreting. There are several activities wherein we are using cubic meter as a mode of measurement. Okay, so I'll write cubic meter here. Okay, so initial, this is higher machinery. This is also higher machinery, though the mode of measurement is different, or type is different. It is work, it is material. Okay, so maximum unit is not applicable for material category. Even if you try to write it, it will not accept. Standard rate, okay, already you have written cubic meter here, so don't write again per cubic meter here. Just write whatever the rate is. Okay, so I'm going to write, say it is 1,850 rupees. I have written here. Place to place, the rate will get changed. Okay. So here pro rata basis. Okay. So this amount, whichever I have applied to this, was pro rata. Now let's change to this. Okay. So I'm going to change it for the end. What changes will happen? Let's check this. I am changed this type of accurate column. Okay. Go to the Gantt chart. Double click it. How to assign the resource? Here also there are multiple ways. You can double click it, go to the resource tab, or you can right click it. Okay, go to the information. The same information will open. Go to the resource tab, or you can just click to that activity. Okay, go to the resource. Okay, and here assign resource. Okay, there is a list will come. Okay, or there is a resource name column already available here. If you are not able to see the resource name, you can just right click it, insert column, type resource name here. Okay, and to exactly in front of that and in resource name field, click drop down arrow, and whatever resource you require, just click it and enter. But again, you have to double click it and go to the resource and to give the uh, quantity of that particular activity. So from BOQ or whatever drawings you have checked, contour drawings, survey drawings, your architectural drawings, whatever you have done, you have calculated some quantity. Say I'm assuming the quantity is 1520 cubic meter. So I have written here 1520 cubic meter and I click OK. Again, if you double click it, you will find the amount is changed here, 28 lakh 12,000 rupees. Okay, so until unless you put the quantity and you press the OK, the cost is not going to calculate. So you have to do this process. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, now let's check how this amount is distributed. Is it calculated that 28 lakh divided by 6 days, or is it something different? Go to the view, click on task usage. Okay, this is the quantity which is automatically distributed in MSP. I'll right click and click on cost. Okay, what is the difference? See, this is called as pro rata. The amount is equally distributed in that particular activity duration. And here you will find 0 rupees till first 5 days. Okay, and you can find the amount at the end of that particular day, that particular activity. Yes, are you getting my point? At the end, 28 lakh 12,000 rupees. Okay, so in this way, this is going to happen. Okay, so yes, so we'll take more because we are having short of time. So just raise your thumbs. Have you understood the three categories? Work, material, cost. Now let's understand the cost. We have understood this work and material. There is one more activity in excavation. I'll write here directly. Dressing. What is dressing? Yes, what is dressing? Dressing of founding strata, I have written here. What does it mean? You can unmute and tell. Yes, cleaning, leveling up, right? Okay. So, see, I have excavated. Okay. So, see, let's save this. See, this is my excavation level. Okay. Still this soft strata. Okay. This is hard strata. Sorry. This was hard strata. Whatever the undulation was there, I have done this dressing with tractor breaker. Okay. Tractor breaker. You have seen hydraulic tractor breaker. This is also my resource, but I am not going to pay this tractor breaker not on hourly basis. Okay, not on per cubic meter basis. I have appointed, or rather I'm going to appoint this vendor or this particular resource based on lump sum basis. Okay, based on lump sum basis. So I have decided to appoint this on say 50,000 rupees. Get it done. Okay, this is get it done cost. You do it in 3 days, you do it in 10 days, doesn't matter. Of course, it matters when it comes to the delay calculation, but when it comes to the cost calculation, I'm not going to pay more than 50,000 because we have done it we have negotiated it on the lump sum basis. Okay, so how do I do this? Go to the resource sheet again, create one resource category. Okay, I'll create a cost category resource for hydraulic tractor. Tractor. Please mute yourself. Otherwise, we have to make it. Yeah. So work should, which category should I apply here? Cost. Okay. Once you choose the cost, lot of activity, a lot of field will get inactive. Okay, because this is related to the direct cost assignment. So here you need not write to anything, just make it in this. Why this is required? Why I'm writing the group every time. See, if you closely observe, every column is having the drop down arrow. Okay, because if you do it a multiple way, multiple resource if you create, and it is very much difficult to search the resources. Okay, so this is nothing but a filter option. Okay, this is nothing but a filter option for that matter. Okay, so just check here. So I'm trying to provide you some sheets. I hope you'll get it. Is the Excel sheet is visible?
Yes, sir.
Is the Excel sheet?
Yeah,
so this
resource
is the
sheet. Yes,
resource sheet sample. Okay, so there I have given material category, work category, and cost category resource sheet for your practice. Okay, so right now we are seeing cost category. So see, I have like cost of typical slab. I do not want to calculate the concrete, but I know the entire cost of the slab. I know the entire cost of my maintenance. Okay, calibration work, consultant audits, electrical bills. See, every month electrical bill will receive in different amount. Okay, on 1 month it may be 1 lakh rupees. On second month it is 1.5 lakh rupees. So, but category should be same. So why I'm trying to tell you this, this is important because see, if you don't create this, what was our amount which we have decided for this hydraulic tractor breaker? Can you please repeat? What was our amount?
50,000.
50,000. So now closely observe this. If I right click the column called cost here, every cost here is having some justification. If I ask you how you have assigned this 28 lakh to 12,000, you have the justification. Just double click it and show it that yes, because the quantity is 1,520 and because the rate is 1850 per cubic meter, that is why the amount is 28 lakh rupees. Okay. But if I go to the Gantt chart and if I in column, if I write this 50,000 directly here, okay, it will be accepted. But this is not correct way of doing it because whenever you create some resource cost chart or resource quantity chart, uh, will get will not get clarity why this 50,000 is coming. I'll give you the clarity. Just double click on it. Go to the resource. You will not find the cost, but here the cost is reflected. Now I'm not getting any justification why this 50,000 is coming. Now it is easy because we are having only one activity. But imagine if you are having one activity, but you have assigned multiple resources to that particular activity. So it is not easy to identify. So what should we do? Don't assign the cost directly. If you want to assign the cost directly, go to the view, go to the resource sheet and prepare one, even if it is 1,000 rupees cost, prepare it. Okay. So go to the Gantt chart, double click it, go to resource and assign the cost here, or rather type the cost here, 50,000 rupees. But what is the difference? You are typing this 50,000 rupees in front of the reason which you have assigned to this particular activity. Okay, and click, you will find, sorry, just 1 second. Okay, assign here 50,000 rupees here. Okay, are you able to observe now 50,000? Understood? Yes, understood. Okay, now yes, everybody understood till this point? We are having only 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll we're going to conclude the session. Yeah, now let's move forward. Yeah, I was discussing about this Excel sheet. Okay, so I have given some, see, material resources. Now, I know we are not having that much time to create the 1000, 2000 resources, but try to make your own resource for the first time. If you are using the MSP sheet, try to discuss with your procurement department, the purchase department or the contracts department. Okay, like how they are created, because everybody in big company, they are using good sophisticated software like ERPs. SAP is there, or lot of local ERPs are there. If you consult with them, they will help you to give you this kind of list. Now cement is a material already written, but is it 43 grade or 53 grade? Okay, you have to define, because the rate is different every time. Okay, so see, if I'm going to copy this, okay, go to the MSP, go view resource sheet, you can paste it, but make sure the category should be changed. So I know this is material category, just change it. Okay, but while doing the copy paste, carefully you have to do it, because if one cell is missed, the unit will get changed. So make it carefully. Okay, make sure the steel is in metric ton, make sure that the cement is in bag. Okay, likewise, we don't have that much of time, that is why I'm doing it in copy paste way. Okay, this is the category. See why the drop down arrow is important, that I'm showing you. And the important is the rate. Okay, so I will doing it till this point. Rates are quite older one. Here you have to do it. Now, how do you get the rupees symbol here if you are working in some another country? Just let me tell you, file, options, display. If you are having say you are working in US, and if you want to make it in US dollar, because by default it is in US dollar. Okay, so if you make it in US dollar, you'll see the dollar symbol here. But since we are working in India, INR is our currency symbol. Go to the display, make it INR. Don't change anything here, just make it from here and click on OK. So you'll get it in rupees symbol. Okay, save it. Now I was telling you about this drop down arrow. So a lot of time, see how many resources, 29 resources we have created. So imagine you are having 3000 resources. So it is very difficult to search the resource. I want to see only steel, reinforcement steel category resource. Go into the group, click on this drop down arrow. Okay, and select only reinforcement steel and click OK. So you'll see only reinforcement steel here. Okay, again, if you want to remove the filter, click here and select all and click OK. Okay, this is the process. Understood? Okay, so refer this. Okay, so I have given the category of work also. I have given the category of cost also. Okay, yes, let's go to the now. Since we need to check the application also, and since we don't have the time, so I'll make it fast. I'll write superstructure, sorry, substructure RCC works. Okay, make it outdent. Make it outdent. Make it outdent. Okay, so here write foundation RCC, retaining wall RCC. Okay. Okay. Now I'll write super. I'll show you some shortcut also. Superstructure RCC works. Okay. So we are having 7 floors, right? We are having how many floors? 7 floors. That means how many slabs? Yes, 8 slabs, right? So if I write first floor slab here, okay, which is my first slab. Now, in MSP, there is no drag and drop option. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy this and I'll take the help of Excel for this matter. Okay, go to the Excel. Okay, here I'll copy and here I'll paste here. Okay, now check here. If I even drag this, this will give you first floor slab in bracket first slab. Lekin I do not want to see like this. So just give a open bracket, write first slab here and close bracket. And you can use the concatenate option for this. Type CON. Okay, this, comma, this, comma, this, and this. This will make you comfortable. This will, give you the clarity. Sorry, this will save your time. Just drag it. Okay. Now there is no 8th floor in our case. Terrace. Okay. So here it is terrace. Copy this. Go in MSP. Paste here. Okay. So first to 8 slab like this. Okay. And the entire slab cycle is say around 15 days. Okay. So we don't have that time. That is why. And how to connect all these activities with each other. The first slab is starting after the say foundation work. Sorry, retaining wall works. Okay. So retaining wall is ending on 19th April. Type it 8FS. After 8, it is starting after 19th. Okay. It is starting. Just select here and click on link button. This is called as link. So automatically predecessor will come here. Okay. Now I don't have much time. So I'll just click here. I'll go to the view. Resource sheet. There are multiple diameter. Steel is there. Okay. Raw material is there. Cement is there. Fly ash is there. Let's check whether I'm having the concrete. No, I don't have the concrete. So I'll write concrete, say M25 grade. Okay. It is the material, cubic meter. So how I have written cubic meter? Is there any cubic meter? Check here. Yeah, yes, I have written here. So same cubic meter you also write here. Don't use any other abbreviation. So this is concrete. Okay. M25 concrete per cubic meter, say 5,250. These all are the basic rate. Okay. If you want to write it with the taxes, you can. Okay. So go here in Gantt chart again. Double click on it. Go to the resource and type concrete. Concrete M25 grade. Say the entire slab cycle is around 200 m3. 200 m3. Now I'm assigning multiple, activities to multiple resources to one individual activity. Okay. So steel, say 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm likewise. Okay. And 20 mm. Okay. 10 mm, say 2.5 metric ton, 1.25. I'm just writing it randomly. You please check your bar bending schedule or quantity survey sheet for that matter. Okay. 2.5, 1.12. Okay. In this way. And how do you copy and paste the resources? See, you can do it because see, whatever resources you have assigned to first lab is same for second slab. So is there any way to copy and paste? Yes. Either you can drag it or you can just copy and you just paste it. But make sure this is there. I mean, if the quantity is same, then and then only you do it. You can do it if the quantity is not same. That also you can do it. It will save your time. Like the resources are same, but the quantity is not same. Like this is 195, 98 m3, say. This is 2.45. This is 1.22. This is say 2.44. And this is 1.1. Okay. Likewise, also you copy and paste. Okay. So what I'm going to do, even in odd slab, I'm doing it. I'm copy and pasting. Check here. So likewise, the cost is getting calculated. Okay. Understood? Now, if you go and if you ask your procurement manager asks you that give me the planning or give me the requirement of your concrete and steel. Okay. Is there any report that you get it for the resources? Yes. Go to the view. Like this task usage, there is one more report called resource usage. Click on resource usage. You will get it lot of resources. Say unassigned. Close all the resources. Here excavation bucket is your resource. Okay. And here after you will check 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm. These all are your resources. Wherever you are getting the quantities, these are the total quantity. In work column, you are getting the total quantity here. Okay. So, and this is the distribution of your resource. Check here. So if I want to give the monthly resource distribution, just click on this time scale. Go to the year on bottom, go to the month and click OK. So now our quantity is very less. So that is why it is showing like this. Now the total concrete quantity is how much? 1592. And in a particular month, how much quantity you will require? See, in April month, I need 148 cubic meter. In May month, I need 411. So like based on your duration or dates, whatever you have assigned in the schedule, whatever quantity you have assigned in your schedule, based on that, the distribution will come like this. Okay. So I'm just telling you the process. Okay. I'm telling you the process because we are having a short time. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So this is the process of giving the requirement of respective activities material or respective material to your procurement. Because see, procurement manager or purchase engineer or purchase manager, he uh, doesn't have any relation to your targets and doesn't have any relation to your technical things. What he need, what material you want, like I want concrete, how much you want, I want total 1592 cubic meter. When do you want? I want it in April, May, June, July, and August. Okay. And phase wise or, month wise, what is your requirement? So that report you can do it. Okay. So see cubic meter and all, it will come here. Okay. So this is the distribution of material, distribution of resources. Which view you are in right now? View resource usage. This is called as resource usage. Don't get confused between resource usage and task usage. Task usage means task versus resource. Resource usage means resource versus task. Okay. See, this is resource or this is resource. Concrete is a resource versus second floor, third floor is a task. Okay. I hope you are getting this. Okay. Now check here. I hope you understood all these categories. How to create the resource sheet. Okay. Resource sheet. How do we create? What is the accurate and all that we have understood. Just 1 second. Yeah. Now, task usage we have understood. It is the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Task usage means what? It's task versus resource. Okay. Exactly opposite to that. Resource versus usage means what? Resource versus task. Okay. So with the cost also, if you want to observe, okay, I want to check my activities resources along with the cost. Right click it. You are in resource usage, just right click it and click on cost. You will get the cost also. Okay. So in this way, you can utilize multiple resources, multiple reports to show in the presentation, or you can just refer this data in Excel also. You can convert all this report in the Excel. Now, the beauty of this product or, the advantage of this product that you can get the reports in Excel directly. Why? Because this product belongs to Microsoft. Excel is also a Microsoft product. So if you go to the report, there is special tab available for that. Visual reports. All your reports will be converted into the Excel sheet. Okay. If you go to the visual report, if you click on last report called resource work summary report, I will make it in monthly. okay, and click on view. Okay, this will take some few seconds. Okay, just wait for that. So this kind of report is generated. Don't refer this histogram initially. Go to the resource usage tab. There are two tabs. Is it visible on your screen? Chart 1 and resource usage. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So click on resource usage. Okay. There is a small filter symbol applied here. Click to it because only work category is selected. Okay. We have assigned 3 of these. Just select all these. We'll go one by one. If you go to the material and click OK, you'll find there are a lot of material like excavation, like steel, okay, like concrete, with the quantities assigned. Now, what is the use of this? Okay, so actual work we can't use because we have not executed anything. I'll remove this. Okay, so check this resource versus quantity. Okay, resource versus quantity versus its distribution over the period. How do I get it? See, if you by mistake, if you click somewhere here, that pivot table will not be displayed. Click in this data only, whatever data you have received, click here only, go to the bottom. Here, this monthly calendar is off now, make it on. Okay, there is a 2024, because we are in 2024, we have done the planning like that only. Open this, okay, you'll get the data like this. So this 1520 quantity is distributed in this way. Okay, so how it look? See, March to August and the total. Okay, so if you check the total, this is 1592. So you can use the Excel format like this. See, this is the simple Excel format. Any person who knows the Excel can easily understand this. MSP knowledge is not required for this. Okay, you can do, but only limitation to this particular format. You can't change anything from this data. You can copy and paste and change it later, but you can't change anything here. Okay, understood? Okay, so I will save this in today's folder. Okay, material, resource, requirement, chart. Okay, likewise you can give the name. Okay, now the last part and very important and interesting part is, now in this particular sheet you told uh, the total material is required and the distribution is required like this, etc., etc. Okay, so you need 20 metric ton, say, I am highlighting this, you need 20 metric ton of 10 bar. How much you will require in April month? You'll require 2 metric ton, you'll require 5 metric ton in May month and all. Okay, what about the distribution of the cost? Okay, that is called as cash flow. Already, if you go to the MSP, if you check here, okay, we have given the cost, and what is the total cost which at project level is displayed? Yes, it is 1 crore 43 lakh 7,000. Okay, 1 crore 43 lakh 7,000 rupees. Okay, I need the monthly cash flow of this. So if you go to the report, the cash flow is nothing but a report only. Go to visual report. Okay, we have created this report. In the same list, you will get the cash flow report. And based on monthly, I want it because cash flow reports and such kind of big reports are done on monthly basis only, not on week and days basis. But if you want, you can generate monthly basis. Click on view. This will take some time and it will show you only the cost parameter, not the quantity parameter. Okay, so the report will look like this initially. Okay, go into the second file, task usage. Okay, here you will find two fields is displayed. One is cost, second is cumulative cost. So I need the distribution. For that, you have to do some changes in pivot table. Now, please understand whatever you are observing, this is in Excel sheet, not in MSP sheet. Okay, so if you go down, okay, task is enabled, but I'm not observing any task. Just click it and click it once again. You will observe this CL example 1, which is our title of our project. Open this, open one more time. Likewise, you'll get all the activities. excavation work, substructure work. These are your WBS, and this is the total cost. This is the cumulative cost. So if you open the monthly calendar also, because I'm just observing the cost only, this 1 crore 43 lakh. I'm not able to check the distribution of it. For that, you have to open the calendar. Okay, so this is the calendar cost. For time being, I'll close this cumulative cost. Later on, you can observe. Click on this particular year 2024. Okay, check, this is your monthly cost, monthly fund required, or monthly cash flow, whatever name you can give it, give the correct name only. Okay, so for March 24 I'll require 28 lakh rupees 95,000. For April month I'll require 10 lakh 65, like that only. Okay, so I hope you are getting my point. So if I select this row also, if you go to the insert, recommended charts, okay, combination, and if you click to this particular row, okay, or rather you can just use of these values, just copy this, paste here. Okay, you have to move, give the, see, this is my cost. Okay, this is monthly cost, remember, and cumulative cost, though it is available field, but I'm using it in separate field. Why I'm telling you? Cumulative means what? Addition in successive manner. Okay, just drag it till this. So 1 crore 43 lakh, 1 crore 43 lakh, it is correct. Okay, just select this. Now this is your project duration. Okay, select all the field, go to the insert, recommended charts. Okay, all charts, go to the combo. Okay, choose select second option. So you'll get your S curve easily here. Okay, this I can do it. See, whatever you are observing, whatever you have observed here, if you go to the chart one, you will get here also. But this is not recommended because this is system generated graph, and a lot of confusion may create. So better you prepare it on your own. So you can check here monthly. What does this y-axis? See, there are two y-axis here. This is y-axis and this is y-dash axis. Y-axis will represent the histogram. Y-dash axis will represent this S curve. Okay, and x-axis will represent project duration. Okay, so this is cost S curve. Okay, for CL project, because construction leader title we have given. Okay, so whatever changes you want to do it, you can do it to this particular chart also. So resources, whatever we have discussed for around, I may say 15 to 20% only. There are lot of subtopics are there. So hopefully we will plan the second part of this particular subject. Let's check. Just 1 minute. Okay, hopefully we'll plan the second part of this topic. So, but for planning of the resources, for planning of your cost, I think this discussion will help you. I hope I have given my justice to this topic, whatever construction leader have given me. So yes, now we'll open the session for Q&A for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chetan sir, for your in-depth explanation in this session. And the entire construction leaders team is thankful to you for your valuable time also.
Thank you.
And we feel fortunate to get you as a speaker on this platform. And through this platform, actually, we want to convey that the construction leaders is an initiative within our architecture, engineering, construction, and operations industry. And this is an open platform, and everyone is welcome to share their knowledge from this platform. And if you observe, the participants are both the students and working professionals. And we can observe so many working professionals are joining in and they are really interacting well and they're asking a lot of doubts and they're getting the answers. Like
Yes.
this, we want to encourage each and everyone and we are open and welcome to each and everyone. If there are any professionals or anyone who has some expertise, they can come forward and they can deliver the sessions in your feasible times or the construction leaders platform. You may reach out to Rajakumar Pininti or myself, Naveen Kumar Nagipogu. And Chetan sir, you really started the session with the basics. Actually, I'm not into this planning field, but now the field, whatever I am in, that is building information modeling. I am a BIM consultant. I am closely working with the construction project management office people now at my client. So whatever they were using both Microsoft project and Asta Power project.
Okay.
Now with this webinar, actually, I got a good idea. Actually, if I get any doubts, I can ask the planning team, whichever available at my office at any time. And
Great.
the terminology, whichever you used, every day I am hearing this, but I was not knowing actually what they were discussing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, really, these kind of webinars enlighten people a lot, and being and having 3 years experience in industry, it is, to me, it's a very good experience when it comes to this planning. And I have one doubt behalf of all the students actually, sir.
Yeah.
See, yeah, actually in our industry, we know a fresher with a BTech degree is a jack of all, but a master of none actually.
Correct.
And in our interviews, we may ask what is your favorite subject to just to get to know.
Yeah.
But what if a student with just a BTech degree in civil engineering want to enter into a planning field? Is only the post graduation the way, or they can enter into planning field with a BTech degree also?
Hey, the only key, whether you are BTech or MTech or PhD or whatever, you have to pull off your socks and you know go to the sites and do 24/7 work. Okay. So
Okay.
the key is very simple. You have to execute at least one project, whether you are planning engineer, junior engineer, whatever maybe the designation, but you have to complete one project right from the initial stage till the handover, so that you should understand what. Now I have told about the WBS. Now if I'm going to ask the question in theoretical manner to a gold medalist, he will write very good explanation on the paper. But does
Yes,
it
sir.
help him or her to execute the same WBS on field? Okay, so not possible. Why? Because he has or she has not done or experienced the challenges of every single sub activity on site. Okay, so my first suggestion, whether you are fresher or whether you are experienced person, and if you want to build your career in construction management or project management for that matter, you have to understand the on-field activities first. Okay, you have to understand the calculation, various duration, what we are allotting as a target, because see, it's a stakeholder management ultimately. I am not, I should not be a Hitler in that case, that I do not want to see any excuses, do it in 10 days. But if you come with the explanation, it is not possible within 10 days. This is the justification of WBS of 20 days with available resources. So software will come later. Okay. Software, will come in second position in our field of construction. What will come on first is a construction. Try to understand, especially I'm requesting to all the fresher. Okay. So learn or complete one project. Okay. While doing that, yes, your question, I'm coming to your question. While doing that, keep your eyes open that, yes, can I do it in a software through the software? Can I do it? It's like drafting we have learned in our theoretical subjects. In drawing, we have in building design, we have done the drafting with the pencil and the papers. Later on, we have done same thing with the use of AutoCAD. Okay, then why not for the planning? Is there any software? Yes, there are software, but what about planning on field? Okay, on field planning ka kya hai? So you have to go to the sites, you have to understand. Second part, I understood from your discussion that a lot of civil engineers, okay, they are aspiring to get it, get into the white collar jobs, okay, AC jobs. I want the office job on day one. It is not possible. Rather, it is not, uh, you can say, suggested. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So, yes, after your graduation, you can do this kind of courses. After your 1 or 2 project completion also, you can do this project. While working, if you are doing this kind of software will help you. After gaining some practical experience, if you go and do such kind of software will help you. Whenever you do it, but don't forget there are lot of softwares available in the market, because I am interacting lot of uh, designation coming from various generation. Like I'm having some people, they are having 20-25 years of experience, but they are working in same designation in last 10 to 15 years. I'm having some uh, people, they have worked only on 1 or 2 project, but the designation is more than what 20 or 25 years experience person is having. So because he has some field knowledge, as well as he has some software knowledge also. So you have to choose the right way. Yes, after graduation you can do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes, I request other participants also, if you have any question, you can ask.
And one person is asking a question in the chat box.
Can we do an S-curve with MSP? Yes. The same process I have told you. See, this is, I have created manually because this is nothing but a S-curve only. See, if you click, uh, is the Excel sheet is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now check here. If you go to the cumulative cost, the cumulative cost will displayed here. Okay, and the cumulative cost, if you, sorry. And if you go to the chart, here there is a histogram is coming, but see, there is a limitation. That is why I have created the S-curve manually here. Okay, but yes, you can create it like this way. Yes. Any more question?
Any more questions from the participants? Okay, if there are no more questions, then I think we can wind up the session. And once again, thank you very much, Chetan sir, from the team of construction leaders.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm again, this is very good platform there, and most appreciating thing here, because Mr. Pinniti and Mr. Navin is doing very noble work here, because providing such kind of content for a free, because everybody is running behind money. It is correct also, it is not correct every time also. So I'm very much thankful to construction leader as well as Rajkumar and Navin for their efforts of arranging this. They are consuming their time on weekends, and they are creating awareness. They are creating a lot of flyers, designing, because this needs resources, this needs money, this needs time, and utmost is interest. Okay, so thank you all of you, and we'll see you in such kind of sessions further. Thank you, Navin.
Sure,
Thank you,
sir.
construction leader.
Yeah. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you all the participants. See you in the next webinar. Thank you very much, Chetan sir. We are going to
Thank you.
close the
Close.
session. Yes.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye. See you in the next session.
Bye.